Welcome to KetoMealsAndRecipes.com. Today I'm going to demonstrate how to make a very quick and easy Korean strawberry milk, which by the way is a very popular and tasty dessert beverage in Korea. But I have modified this recipe just slightly so that the original strawberry milk recipe, as they have it in Korea, has turned into a refreshing, bulletproof, sugar-free, and dairy-free smoothie. A smoothie that you can enjoy served chilled as a special treat or as a tasty breakfast substitute for those days when you're too busy to make a full breakfast. I want to mention that although I made this into a bulletproof beverage, you can omit the MCT and just have it as a regular smoothie. And I do want to emphasize this is a good drink, but it's absolutely phenomenal if you serve it quite cold. The macronutrient ratio for a smoothie in this very tall, large glass of my Korean strawberry milk is 5.1 to 1, with 9.1 gram of total carbs, 2.2 grams of dietary fiber, resulting in 5.7 grams of net carbs. But as I said, this is a very large serving and you can divide it into two, especially if you're having it just as a treat. There are not many ingredients needed to make this fresh fruit-based beverage. And here on this table, I'm showing you all that you will need. But to get your best true strawberry flavor, make sure that you use the ripest strawberries you can find. Seasonal, of course, are the best. And use the ripest strawberries to cut into little cubes and as well to make your reduction strawberry jam. As I've already mentioned, you have the option to use or not to use your MCT powder or oil. That's totally up to you. For this recipe, I'm also going to use unsweetened vanilla almond milk. But you can use whichever type of nut-based milk you prefer. Just make sure it's unsweetened. And I'm also going to use full-fat coconut cream because I want this to be dairy-free and vegan. But there are many different cream options and you can use whatever cream you prefer. But for best results, make sure that your almond milk and your coconut cream are well chilled. When you take your coconut cream out of the refrigerator and you note that it has separated into solid and liquid because of the cold, just give it a really good stir. This will combine everything and form a nice thick cream. However, if your liquids are not cold enough, add a couple cubes of ice to your tall glass. Now drop in the ripe strawberries, the ones you've cut into nice, small, even pieces. Next, add the strawberry reduction jam. For my version, I'm not going to add any food color, so you may notice that the milk is very, very pale pink. That's okay for me. If you don't have strawberry reduction jam, you can substitute by using an additional 26 grams or about 1 ounce of fresh strawberries. Put them in a small bowl, sprinkle about 1 teaspoon of granulated sweetener on top, and then just mash everything together really well. Set it aside for 10-15 minutes. This will allow the natural juices to come out of the strawberry. When you see a little bit of the liquid that has come out, add the mashed strawberries into the glass in place of the reduction jam. Next, I'm going to pour in my chilled almond milk. In a small bowl or measuring cup, I'm going to add my coconut cream and my MCT powder, or if you're using the oil, add that. However, if you're using powder, give it a really good stir because you want the powder to completely dissolve in the cream. Pour this mixture into the glass and give it a good stir. You want all the ingredients to be well combined. And it may take a few extra swooshes around your glass to integrate the reduction jam, which when diffused throughout the liquid is what gives it that fresh strawberry taste. And the final thing I do, which is optional of course, is to garnish my glass. I take a strawberry that I cut down the middle and slide it onto the rim of the glass. Now take a little sip and taste for sweetness. This combination should not need any sweetener if your strawberries were nicely ripe, but if they weren't, or you want a little extra sweetness, just add a half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of your favorite sweetener. Now the other thing I'd like to emphasize is that this is a very satisfying beverage. It's both refreshing and it has quite a good punch because of the MCT powder or oil, which is how it becomes a bulletproof breakfast smoothie. If you have the full glass, you'll find that this is extremely satisfying and can be a complete breakfast substitute for those really busy days when you don't have time to make a full breakfast. My last suggestion to you is make an extra glass or two. When you've finished making it, cover the glass with cling wrap and put the Korean strawberry milk into your refrigerator. This will keep really well and stay nice and fresh for about a couple days. And it's nice to have some on hand as a special treat. Thank you very much for watching my video. I hope you will enjoy this recipe. If you haven't done so already, I hope that you will subscribe, turn on your notification bell, give this video a like, leave a comment, and share with a friend. Most importantly, please come back and watch my next video when I post it. Until then, have a wonderful day. Cheers!